how do we co-regulate? So the trauma triggers cause us to dysregulate. We become dysregulated, dissociated within ourselves. How then do we co-regulate each other? So here's what I want you to do. All right. Interactive here. I want you to take a deep breath. I'm going to take a drink of water. I want you to try to check in with your body, and I'm going to put some images up on the screen. There's no threatening images here. I just want you to look at the images and allow a natural response in your body, in your mind, okay, emotionally, cognitively, whatever. Okay, here we go. Isn't that nice? Okay, now notice this one. Oh, I love it. Okay, now notice this one. Just feel that. Notice this one. Yes. And one more. Notice this one. Look at that image. What's happening inside of you as you look at that image? You see, the reality is that we all started out absolutely dependent on external regulation from a caregiver, a form of co-regulation. And the truth is that in adulthood, we do eventually learn how to self-regulate, but we can never, we were never designed so that we only self-regulate. Eventually, we have to also have some experiences of co-regulation, or else we're going to go from either into hyper-aroused dysregulation or hypo-aroused, where I'm checked out, I'm numbed, I'm shutting down. Hypo-aroused dysregulation. We're created so that, yeah, in optimal adulthood, we can self-regulate, but we also can and do co-regulate. And it works in adults the exact way it does in children. So as you look at that baby and its face, what are you doing? What do you feel? And so when I'm teaching this to couples in my office, I say, all right, imagine you're holding an infant and the infant suddenly gets upset and is becoming dysregulated. What's the very, very first thing that you do? And often people say, oh, well, the first thing you do is soothe the baby, coo at it. Oh, it's okay. You talk to it. Nope, that's not the first thing you do. Well, you rock it. Nope, that's not the first thing you do. We've all seen someone like in the grocery store or Walmart or whatever, and there's a baby crying, and this adult's just jiggling them on the hip and going, shh, and the baby's not soothing, right? Well, what's that parent or caregiver not doing? Looking at the baby. What we're really talking about here is how to get to a place of empathy, all right, which is a very complex form of being mirrored. And what we do when we're calming a baby, the first thing we have to do is we see the baby. So I'm holding this baby, and the first thing I do is eyes on it. I look at it. I lock eyes. I make eye contact. I see the baby. Now, as soon as I see the baby, we've got these things called mirror neurons. Humans have mirror neurons. And mirror neurons, they make my brain read your external cues on your face, the shape of your eyes, your mouth, your body posture, your tone of voice, all of this stuff. My mirror neurons read your face, and it mirrors in my brain what those cues are interpreted by my brain as meaning in you. Okay, so I get a meaning. I interpret those cues from your face, from your voice, from your body, and my brain simulates what I think is happening for you. Okay, so I mirror the baby. So in other words, the baby goes, ah, and I go, oh. Baby goes, oh, and I go, oh, what is it? Other babies go, moo, and I go, oh. We do this naturally. We mirror the baby's face. Now, for an infant, that's actually organizing the infant's experience of what's happening and helping the infant understand what's going on and all this neurobiological and developmental stuff. For an adult, though, when I mirror an adult, you know what they feel? Well, two things. One, it helps them better understand their own experience. If you've ever been in good group therapy, you know what this is like, right? Someone reflects after you share something, they say, oh man, you see their faces of your story, and you're like, wow, and it helps you register your own experience better and deeper. The second thing that it does is it says to that baby, you're not alone. It says that to an adult too. You're not alone. You're hurting. I feel that. Okay. So when our brains mirror the baby, our bodies then mimic it. And this can happen very, very quickly, non-consciously. But as a therapist who's worked on this for a really long time, I can literally sit across from a client and become attuned enough to them that I can feel in my body what they are feeling in their body, often before they're aware of it. I can say, what do you notice right there in your chest? And then they turn their attention there and they go, oh, there's a tightness. How did I know? Because I felt it, because I was locked in. Okay. So we mirror and then mimic in our body and on our face. And only then at that point do we respond to the baby and soothe the baby. That is the process of co-regulation.